Thanks again. This was really sweet. But I have to get back to work.
Working overtime, huh?
Between that and not being able to sleep since after the shooting, I'm really exhausted. We're having dreams about Gloria again.
Yeah, it's horrible what happened, isn't it?
Have you seen her?
Not yet. Well, I guess I'll let you get back to it.
I'm sorry. You faked a heart attack.
Isn't it delicious? And I think I've solved my Michelle Miller problem, too.
How so?
By calling Luke to my bedside, he wasn't there for Michelle. And by the time he got back to her apartment, Lance was there.
And that broke them up?
Caused a huge fight, which is just as good.
So that's it then?
Well, I have a plan to keep her out of the picture, but yeah.
Okay. What else would you like to talk about?
My favorite subject, William Chandler.
Go ahead.
I'm just about to take him down, too. I'm just counting minutes.
With the help of Carlos Pierce. You mentioned him in our last session.
Really? I did?
Yeah?
I'm surprised.
Why?
I can't believe some of the things I share with you.
I'm your therapist. And you can trust me.
You know I'm not an open person. You know all about me. You know what makes me tick. You know that I'm not going to let William Chandler get away with anything.
Would you like to talk about that today?
Not anymore.
I know that I've said this to you before, but this anger that you feel can be very unhealthy.
I don't care. I like it. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let him get away with any of this.
Well, he hasn't.
He's trying. I'm not going to let him win.
When I first met you and Lance, I thought to myself, these are good guys. Honest. You're honest, aren't you, Rodney?
Yes, sir.
I like this. It's pretty good for American coffee.
Actually, it's imported.
So here you guys are, moving my money around so we can all profit very nicely. And all's well, right?
I thought so.
Me too. That's what I thought about Pedro here. You know, he was a real go-to kind of guy, right?
Yeah, he was.
But now there's this Congressman Spangler who's trying to score points with all the voters by cracking down on all the credit card fraud in LA. And Pedro was seen talking to one of the congressman's boys, trying to score a deal out of his own troubles. Ain't that right, Pedrito?
Stop it. He can't even talk.
Oh, you're right about that. Because once you cross me, Rodney, you end up disappearing. You know what I mean?
Gloria,
Lance?
I think we need to talk.
Tanya's all right. For now. But she needs to stay here and get some help.
Well, can we see her?
Not today.
Well, we should at least be able to say goodbye.
I'm sorry. What's best for Tanya is for her to be isolated from her old life.
Yeah, I guess so.
Great. The problem with a lot of our guests is their friends and family are too kind when it comes to their addictions.
Maybe we were guilty of that too.
But you brought her in. It's not too late. It's in our hands now. And for 2 weeks, there can be no outside contact.
Understood. Thanks.
Oh my God, my baby! Get some help! No, my baby, no!
Whoa. What's wrong?
I'm sorry, I don't know, I think it's just the lack of sleep. I keep seeing his face. Seeing him get shot. The look on his face was just so... I hated Gloria for ruining my marriage. But seeing her almost lose her child in a random act of violence...
It's not your fault.
I know that.
You have to try and let this go.
It's just sad.
Listen, what happened is horrible. But you have to put it behind you. You don't have any other choice.
Oh, Maria, let me get that.
Absolutely not. It's the least I can do. You've been so good to me through all this.
Thank you. How are you feeling?
Feeling?
Yeah, I heard you had a heart attack.
Oh, right. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, if you need anything, you know how I feel about you. You can always ask me.
Actually, I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh. This is about those designs that were faxed to my office, isn't it?
Somebody anonymously slipped you copies of Michelle Miller's collection.
Yeah, they were pretty good. A little amateurish.
That's exactly what I want you to tell the public.
Maria, I don't know if I can do that. You know, I've already done it one time, and if I do it a second time, I think people are going to become suspicious.
You have friends in other outlets, don't you?
Yeah, I guess.
You're so resourceful. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
I heard what happened to your son. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
That's good. Your mom?
You know, I've got some stuff to do here. Is there something that you needed?
Do you know who shot your son?
No, we don't know yet.
Oh, I can't believe that. The cops don't have a suspect?
Not that I've heard.
Gloria, I need to ask you a question.
What?
Why were you there?
I went to apologize to Michelle for breaking up your marriage.
I'm sorry, I mean it. Really.
You know, there was a time where I wanted you, Lance. I wanted you really bad. But if I never would have slept with you, none of this would have ever happened.
Do you need anything? I mean, is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, there is something you could do. You could leave, Lance. Forever.
Wonderful. You're just in time.
For what?
Well, I would think it would be obvious, dear. I'm moving you out of this dump and in with me.